Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Mafia Roundtable with Dominic Sicali. Um, Thank you, folks, for all the comments. Today's story is going to be pretty good, pretty good. We're going to have to probably finish up within the hour. So have to go across town, have a business meeting. I just want to thank everybody for all the orders putting in for EG. I know people are loving the vodka, so I'm glad with that. People go to egvodka.com. There'll be a section for a promo code. It should be up today. If not, keep on looking. When that section's up, put Fluff Fluff. The promo code is Fluff Fluff. If you order 6 bottles or more, you have free shipping. For the first 20 people that do so, we'll have free shipping. And that I'm doing for all my listeners, subscribers, and just to show my gratitude, I'm coming out of my pocket with that money, the shipping expenses, to give you. I want you people to try the vodka. It's excellent. You will not be disappointed. And I'm showing my appreciation by paying for the shipping. Anything 6 bottles or more, you have free shipping. So, and that's good for 20 people. So with that, I'm going to go into some of the comments before we go into the story. Maddie will be here whenever she realizes that it's a little past 12 o'clock. And people, what did I ask you in the video? So please, somebody comment. Say, hey, Maddie, I heard you got your ass smoked last night in pool. I want to see her expression when she reads it. So before she even comes in. So please, somebody comment that to her. So just reading some of the questions from the pre-recording. Dom always tells it the way it is. I try to do my best. An episode on Sonny Black will be great. As I read through paperwork, I'm sure his name's going to come up with different things, and I'll be able to tell stories about Sonny Black. These guys, remember, folks, I never met. This is all the documentation I have from when we were fighting our cases. So I'll just come out with whatever available. I can only tell what's on paper, but hopefully there'll be a lot of information about that as well. I've been gone a month or two. This is from Cody James. You built this platform into a legit daily news channel. Props. You know what? I didn't even think of it that way, but thank you. Thank you. That gives me some more ideas. So, and I would like to start hitting also with the mob stories, talking about daily topics, what's going on in the world. I think that's, just remember, folks, everybody hears this like news reporting. It's coming from even like the first 48 hours when they're talking about homicides and everything. It comes from an investigative or law enforcement standpoint. So my views are, I guess, from the criminal aspect, using the criminal mentality, the mindset, and also legitimate now because I'm out of that life. But you get I would say, an even keel when I say something, or if I'm looking at it from a street perspective. So that's the benefit of the channel. So I think that will help greatly as well. So now I'll wait for a few more people to get on. And for all you kids out there, listen, the life, and I'll keep on being redundant, repetitive. The life is not your friends. Oh, there goes the wind. The wind just blew in with the dog. And there goes the dog on the couch. Anyway, he knows his position. So, yeah, for your kids, please don't glamorize this. Don't glamorize the life. Don't glamorize the John Gottis, Vinny Bascianos, Vincent the Chin Gigantes, the Vicamusos, the Joey Molinos of the world, because it's not what it's purported to be. And even the movies, The Godfather, Goodfellas, it's not all that glitz, glamour, and glory. It's really not. It's a deceptive world. That's for sure. So I'll read some of the comments and then we'll get started here. Oh, are you on the comments?
Huh?
Are you looking at the comments?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, somebody asked something with you, Maddie.
Which who?
Danny, did you say it?
Uh,
Well, while she's looking for it, let me. Yeah, that's for you. It's not for me. Good afternoon, Dom. Respect to you too. What is it? Walls, D Walls. Just sent a message. How do you join the Sacali Family Inc? Be legit, and that's it. We'll discuss it. We'll go into further details about it. As long as you emailed me, I'll respond. Just usually I respond wee hours of the morning when I get started while I'm doing my paperwork. I'm running over to Jersey from Philly for some EG. Can't wait to try it. Thanks, D Walls. Did you find it, Maddie?
yes, it's what happened.
Wait, speak up. They can't hear you.
It says, Maddie, what happened last night? Was it the kitty robbing?
I don't know. What do you mean? What happened last night? She needs to know. She doesn't know. She has amnesia. So, well, I don't know. You should know. You're looking at me like that for?
Danny, it doesn't sound good. You wrote earlier, good afternoon, Dom, Maddie, and everyone here.
All right. Yeah, Danny, write it. She has no clue what you're talking about. Neither do I, Danny. So please, what happened? The man shot you're talking about? What are you talking about? What?
It's who did you tell you
What?
smoked me?
What are you talking
you
about?
smoked me in pool.
What are you talking about?
Seven Farrell said, "Hey, Maddie, heard you got smoked last night in pool. Listen, I have to make him feel
What do you-
like he's good at something and reading me at a game."
What are you talking about? Oh, how'd they know about that?
Oh.
I'll be a son of a. Oh, well, I guess, see, the walls have ears. You better watch.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
hi, Chloe. Hi, Dad.
That's it. I'm not giving you any more breaks.
Dad's home. I sent him to his bedroom. He's so glad he's home in the UK. Hope you and Maddie keep well. Write him away.
Hi,
Chloe. Hey, Chloe. Getting tattoos, loafs. Okay. Enjoy. All right, folks. I'll go into the story. I'm going to be reading. Maddie's going to be reading. We have a full agenda today, so let's get started. Casablanca, number one, the building that Casablanca was in, and I'll explain, was a building Joe Massino owned. Casablanca was Joe Massino's restaurant. Before that, who owned the location was Caesar and Baldo Amato. So they owned it before Joe Massino. Then Joe Massino took it over. And what Joe Massino would do in the restaurant, his partner was Al Altadonna. And Joe had working there, Louis Restivo and Anthony. I'd known him as Anthony Almont. He worked at Casablanca. And over here it says Anthony Five Corners. So they worked in the restaurant. Frankie Lino installed a payphone in the restaurant back in the late 90s. And Casablanca was considered a place where if you were a captain in the Bonanno crime family and you had to see Joe Massino, go there to see him. But while you were there was supposed to be no illegal conversations to take place inside that restaurant. So I guess they would do a walk and talk, or maybe I wouldn't say a walk and talk. I think Joe is too sharp for that. But Joe would probably set up, whisper in somebody's ear with a time and location to meet maybe the following day. Or if it was an emergency, who knows? They could have went into the ice box at the restaurant. I have no clue. But and it was supposed to be, if any of the captains had any issues, they could go directly to Joe there and discuss it with him. And even though there was no illegal conversations while in the restaurant, Joe would actually have the restaurant swept for surveillance for bugs and everything quite frequently, just to ensure there was no listening devices that the feds placed in the location, which was also, I guess, being precautious and not underestimating the government. So that was a good move on his part. Also, we have CNS Cakes. CNS Cakes was located in the vicinity of Maurice Avenue in Queens near the Long Island Expressway. From about the 80s until Messina went to prison in the mid-80s, Frankie Lino would go to C&S Cakes on Tuesday nights for dinner. During the Tuesday nights gathering, anywhere from 50 to 100 people were present, Bonanno members and associates as well. And over there, they would have card games, continental, gin, and there was Joker poker machines in the location. So, and over there, that's where everybody would gather. If Messina wanted to talk to somebody, they would go outside, walk and talk. And that just was the base for the Bonanno crime family. And, all the guys would gather, shoot the shit. And in my life, my time in the Mafia, I was never involved in that. It wasn't my thing to go to the social club. I might have been there maybe a dozen times, if that. Half of the times was to go see Louis Cigars, who was running the club, see what's going on, and just to show a presence. Where I'd be there maybe about 15 to 20 minutes tops. On rare occasions, I would be there a little bit longer. And I know it was only one time at night when they were cooking, because they would cook for the guys. Everybody would come, have a few drinks, talk. That I did go there for one of the dinners, but that was it. It wasn't my stick. I wasn't a social club type of guy. I preferred going out, staying out of the eyes of law enforcement, basically. Maybe that's how I flew under the radar so long. I was just doing my own thing as far as not showboating in the neighborhood, that's for sure. And the way I'm dressed now, folks, this is my daily attire when I was in the Mafia. Baseball cap, little slight beard, but in the neighborhood. And then don't get me wrong, at nighttime, that's when I would dress up. You'd see a different transformation where no baseball cap, sports jacket, shirt, dressed up really nice. And I bounce around the city, and then on my way home, whatever neighborhood bar was open, or I would go there. I even had Envy Lounge with Vinny Basciano's son, Vincent. And even in that place, I mean, if I stopped there, if I was in there 3 times since we had it, I think maybe a year before I got locked up. So even within that year, if I was in that place 3 times, that was a lot. I just didn't look to hang out, knowing that the feds probably know it's my place. So I'm not going to go there and showboat just to make it easy for them. That definitely for sure. Also, let's go into Maddie. You know what? Why don't you read one, and then I'll come back to reading. This way, it gives me a little break, water break.
Okay.
You just have to speak up, Maddie, because they said they can't hear you.
Frank Lino's crew was involved in drug dealings. Anthony Canali, a Bonanno family associate in Lino's crew, sold drugs in small quantities in schoolyards. Joe Grillo, also Bonanno family associate, worked at Lino's bar, The Homestretch, located on Kings Highway in Brooklyn. Grillo sold cocaine and marijuana from the bar.
Now, let me, folks, now Lino's a captain, so they're pushing out drugs. So who's to say, like Joe Messina, I don't want anybody doing drugs, but everybody's aware of it. So, you're not going to stop making big money. That's for sure. Just don't get caught. That's basically it. Go ahead.
Tommy Maletti, now deceased, was a Bonanno associate and later a soldier in Lino's crew. Maletti was involved in drug deals involving marijuana. Tommy Karate Patera, Bonanno soldier, had associates that sold drugs for him. Patera and his associates sold all types of drugs, including marijuana and cocaine. Patera ran his drug operation independently, but at Christmas time, Patera gave Lino a lump sum which represented Lino's share of the proceeds from Patera's drug deals during the year.
Now, folks, that shows to me, and I hate to say this, Frank Lino was scared shit of Patera, because there's no way you're getting a fair shake of that. That's just not happening. As much as Patera partied and spent money, he's not getting a fair shake. That was just for Lino saying, you know what? Let him do what he wants. This guy's a homicidal maniac, and I don't want to be in his bad graces. It just shows, to me, that shows me Lino wasn't a real gangster, because I would never tolerate that. Vinny would never tolerate that. You're in the drug game, you're making money. You're going to see me either once a week, once a month, but you're going to settle up. Christmas time is something totally different. So,
Robert Leaner Sr., aka Blino Sr., was also involved in drug dealings. Blino Sr. took periodic trips to Italy to arrange drug deals. Such deals were arranged carefully, and at times Blino Sr. would not return for months. In approximately 1979, an attempt was made to kill Frank Coppa.
oh, let's wait for that one. I want to keep that,
Okay.
the Frank Coppa attempt. Now we have Joe Messino and Sal Vitale. They had a tremendous loan sharking business throughout the years. On several occasions, Frank Lino borrowed money from the Bonanno family treasury pot. So they put a pot together where anybody could come get money. Not anybody, but the captains could go there, get money for whomever needed it, with a small vig. It might have been half a point or a point. They made it accessible, so it helps the Bonanno crime family flourish. It gives people who maybe didn't have a way to create and earn for themselves a way, where if Lino's getting it for half a point, he'll put it to maybe to one of his soldiers at a point, and then that soldier could put maybe 2 or 3 points on it himself, and then dispense it out to people who need it. And that would be an earn for everybody. So it would help generate the Bonanno crime family. And the treasurer of that pot was Louis Restivo. And he was responsible for giving out the money and collecting the money, which is the VIG, for the Bonanno family. In the early 80s, Messino operated is successful. It was very successful. Molino and Sal Vitale. They were like, I would say, the way Vinny and I were together. So very close. And once the money was authorized to give out, then you had to pay. You're not going to not pay the boss. And I'll go into that as I continue to read. Between 1982 and 1989, Lino borrowed hundreds of thousands of dollars from Messino and Vitale's loan sharking operation. He took about 20 loans from Messino during this period of time, increments to $10,000 to $20,000, if not more on some occasions. In 99, Lino went to jail and owed Joe Messino and Vitale about $40,000. So now, if I was running the family and that was my money, yes, you want the money back. But, you wait. I'd wait till he comes home. The guy's got locked up. There's nothing you can do. It's his guy. But Joe Messino and Sal Vitale were different. So, and I got to commend them for that. They wanted their money. So I know Robert Lino Jr. put up $12,000 to help knock down that $40,000 balance. And then other guys got together to pay the $28,000 balance remaining for Frank Lino. So, which, it's a good thing. It's a nice thing to do. But, and then Frank was told also when he received the visit that his debt was taken care of, like not to worry that you owe the boss money, because that could get you killed. I really don't think they would have tripped out on it so much, but they would have definitely asked. And here's another scenario. Who has the money? So where is the money on the street so we could collect it? So, obviously, if Frank didn't have the money that other people had to pay for it, he juggled and he spent the money. And that happens too. People get jammed up real quick. That's one business I really never got into. Wasn't my stick at all. Okay, now we're going to talk about the attempted murder on Frank Coppa.
In approximately 1979, an attempt...
You have to speak up, sweetie. They said they can't hear you.
Okay. In approximately 1979, an attempt was made to kill Frank Coppa by placing an explosive...
Maddie, they can't hear you. They can't hear you. Go ahead, Donnie.
I'm sure they want to hear this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Go
kinda
ahead.
saying you
Yes,
shut up.
go ahead. I'm sorry, folks. Sorry.
In approximately 1979, an attempt was made to kill Frank Coppa by placing an explosive device in Coppa's vehicle. At the time, Coppa owned a bagel store restaurant called Bagel Nosh in Staten Island. Coppa told Lino that on that day the attempt was made to kill him. Coppa had just left the Bagel Nosh and got into his car. Coppa stated to Lino that there was a bag in the car that he had not put there. The bag then exploded, injuring Coppa severely.
Now, folks, I know if I get into my car and I see a bag in the car, I'm getting out of that car so goddamn quick. Especially, where the hell does this bag come from? Number one, who knows what the hell's in it? I'm gonna get out, but I guess everybody reacts differently. Who knows? But go on, Maddie.
That day, Lino was at the club in the vicinity of Avenue U and Van Sicklen Street in Brooklyn when he was told by Benny Valvo that he had to go to Staten Island because Coppa had been hurt. When Lino arrived at the Bagel Nosh, Coppa was laying on his back with blood streaming down from his chest as he waited for an ambulance to arrive. A Genovese family member later told Benny and Matty Valvo that at the time of the explosion, an unknown male was observed handling what appeared to be some type of remote control mechanism. The attempt on Coppa's life was not viewed as a botched organized crime hit, but rather the retaliatory effort of someone from whom Coppa had swindled money.
See, folks, that's dangerous. Frank Coppa was notorious for that, for beating people, not paying them back, just a deadbeat. So it becomes dangerous because you do have some people that could have been their life savings they gave them, they beat them out of. And, you have people that would get upset and you can't blame them. They're going to do what they have to do to try to get their money. Or you know what? They know they're not getting their money, but I'm getting my revenge. So shame on him.
In approximately 1978, an unknown person placed an explosive device in Frank Coppa's car.
Maddie, didn't you? Okay.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry.
When Coppa got into his car, the device detonated. Coppa was hospitalized at Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan. Lino visited Coppa frequently at the hospital. During his visits, Coppa, Robert Lino Sr., and Lino discussed possible suspects regarding the attempt on his life. Lino was aware that Coppa had swindled a lot of people out of significant amounts of money, including many members of organized crime. One of these individuals Coppa swindled was Anthony Cagliatori, one of Coppa's neighbors. Lino was also told that Cagliatori had been an ammunitions expert in the military. According to Cagliatori, was considered the prime suspect at the time of the explosion. Lino did not know Cagliatori's true name. Lino and Matty Valvo were called to a meeting with Alfonsoni Red Indelicato, Armando Palestrino, Sally Ferruglia, Phil Lucky Giacconi, Mike Saffarano, Vito De Filippo, and other Bonanno captains. The meeting occurred at Frankie Lupo's Social Club near 13th Avenue and 73rd Street in Brooklyn. Valvo and Lino were instructed to retaliate against the party responsible for Coppa's attempted murder. It was discussed that the violence against Coppa made the family look weak. Lino reported the conclusion that Anthony Cagliatori was most likely responsible for the attempt on Coppa. At the conclusion of the meeting, Giacconi and Saffarano gave the go-ahead for Lino to kill Cagliatori. Lino, R. Lino Sr., Eddie Lino, a.k.a. Elino, and Frankie Rubino, Frank Ricky Palazzolo, and John Palazzolo surveyed Cagliatori's residence to see if he was at home. On the day of the murder, John Palazzolo, Elino, and Rubino were in the car in the vicinity of Cagliatori's residence on Copley Street in the Heartland Village area of Staten Island. Lino had a plate number for Cogliatore's vehicle and spotted the car near Cogliatore's house. Cogliatore appeared to be a lone occupant of the vehicle. Lino Palazzolo and Alino and Rubino followed Cogliatore in one vehicle. When Cogliatore arrived at his home residence, Alino and Rubino got out of the back seat and shot at Cogliatore before he was able to exit from his car. The shooters jumped back into the car and drove to a nearby location where they had stashed a backup vehicle. Alino and Rubino put their guns in a bag and gave the bag to Lino and Palazzolo. Rubino and Alino then drove off in the stashed car, and Palazzolo drove off in the first vehicle, and while driving over the Verrazzano Bridge, threw the bag containing the guns into the water. Lino learned through the newspaper and through conversations with others that Cogliatore did not die from the shooting. Robert Lino Sr. and others later told Lino that there was a rumor that Coppa paid Cogliatore to leave the area.
Well, folks, that's it for now, May. That's good. Thank you. It's a treacherous life. It's just is what it is. So anybody could be hit. Even look with the Gambinos with their boss. A few years back, young kid wound up getting out of the car and shooting them. So it's not a way to live, that's for sure. So hope everybody liked the stories. I'm going to go. German, thank you. Hello. Hey, Dom and Maddie. Sending you all my love and support. Hopefully you'll be able to produce this show, which will mean the kitten kidnapping went to plan. LOL. Much love, German. Thank you, German. No, we couldn't do the breakout last night. They were under heavy surveillance. So we scoped out the area, and I noticed about 12:30 p.m. security, they take their break. So they're on their break for like 10 minutes. So we have a 10-minute plan. We're going to go in tonight. We're going to be cat burglars to kidnap the kitten. So stay tuned for tomorrow's show. Either I'll be behind bars or you'll see a kitten here. Good afternoon, Dom and Maddie. Guy, I didn't see your question, so could you repeat it? So I'm looking for it. Hey, Dom, I'm home in bed with orders by... Hey, Lois, we got Lois here, Chloe's dad. Orders from my daughter, LOL, but I got my dogs here with me. I've missed all my dogs. Yeah, Chloe's mini sausage dog had 4 lovely puppies this morning. All the best. Louis, all the best to you. Hopefully you'll be up and about soon, and just take your foot off that pedal. Stop getting speeding tickets. I love it. You gotta love it. But I'm glad to see you out of the hospital. The promo has me dying. Yeah, me too. So since it has you dying, let's do it again. Everybody go to egvodka.com. It should be up. I don't know. I didn't have a chance to check it, but there should be a promo code Fluff. Go in the promo code, hit Fluff, and you have to order 6 bottles or more. For the first 20 people, free shipping. Shipping's on me. I'm paying for your shipping. So that's to show my love to all you listeners, subscribers out there. Thank you. Even the haters and trolls. Go to egvodka.com. Listen, you might not like me, but you will definitely like this vodka. It's 100% organic and gluten-free. And we're working on getting the Champagne D-Rock available to the customers as well. Excellent champagne out of Champagne, France, and we bring it in under the EG Holding license. So let's see. Get Matt, if you want to read.
Slick Brim, Brooklyn's finest. Question for Dom. Now that Vinny and you aren't in the Bronx, do you think Alex Rudai and his crew will get back into the rackets around the Bronx easier?
That's a really good question. Probably so. But yeah, they more than likely will. But you still have Johnny Joe there, who's very formidable. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, Vinny, I know Vinny probably had the largest Joe Capoca route in. I have all the organized crime. He had a massive Joe Capoca business, massive. But
I'm going to address Queen's Finest. Queen's Finest, your comments are really out of line. I don't know how old you are, but at whatever age you are, you were born from a woman, your mother. So have much more respect.
where is
Because
it?
it's really out of line. Like, come on, Jude.
Where's
Come
the
on.
comment? Well, I don't see it.
That's all. That's all I have to say. Is dude.
Well,
Seriously?
do me a favor. All right. Well, Queens. Oh man.
That's it. It's the rest is beneath you.
Well, watch this. Wait, hold on.
It's okay.
That's
okay.
all right. People
It
just wait a
shows-
second. That's all. We're going.
So, how do the mob guys get their nicknames, Dom?
All different ways. Hold on. Okay. Bye-bye, Queen. Gone.
And there's another one too.
Where? That's all right.
But that's okay.
I'll just
It's
keep
okay.
on deleting
It
them.
just shows the caliber of people. It's like there's so much hate in the world, and you got to be idiots.
Let them.
It's
Let
just
them.
caliber.
They're just
It's
morons.
the caliber. It just shows your caliber.
Well,
That's
just
what
keep on letting me
happens-
know.
what
CJ,
happens.
thank you for the contribution. And folks, you know what? I'll just start charging for the channel. So that's it. So if it comes down to that, or you know what? I'll just stop altogether. Because to me, you're just nothing but a punk. You want to say something to a woman. Oh, punk.
Coming out of a
Nah,
woman's
don't even
mouth.
bother.
Coming out
Don't
of
get
a
me
woman's
started,
womb.
Maddie. Because I'll shut this shit down real quick.
It's all right.
CJ, thank you for your contribution. Yeah, guy, he is a punk. He is a punk. So some people, children mess. Yeah. You know why? It's sad because what type of parent raised you? Where'd you come from?
You came out of the womb
Yeah.
of a woman.
Okay. The 5 families must be thrilled that the nose is gone and things have been so quiet. Yeah, well, I know the Colombos like the nose. There's some people there, but the people that like them, I never really cared for either. So it just shows. But anyway.
God's hour.
It's all
Dom, did you know Louis Mancuso and Nicky Boy Mancuso, tough guys from your neighborhood around your age?
Louis No, I didn't. Oh, I think Nicky. Yeah, I think if it's a Nicky I'm thinking about, I know him. But I don't know him to be a fighter. I knew he legitimate kid. So that's the only Nicky I knew. I think he lived off of he used to work in a delicatessen, if that's the same Nicky. 1 minute, Scammy says he never sold drugs because of the type of people he had to deal with, but he did hold weed, 400 pounds, in his garage for a friend. Who knows? I believe Sam. Listen, I know when I met Sammy, he says the ecstasy ring, he had nothing to do with his children. He told me he took the weight for that. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I believe he was orchestrating. Knowing Sammy the way he is, definitely thought he saw a massive opportunity and took advantage of it. But at the end of the day, tried saying it was his kids. That's why he took the weight. I don't believe that at all.
Johnny's roof. Dom, I know how you feel about Sammy now, but how did you feel about him back then before you were locked up?
Before I was locked up, I became a rat. I called Sammy a rat. Of course, I didn't like anybody that ratted. You're against it. So, as far as now, I like Sammy. I don't dislike him. I don't like what he did, and his just greed. To me, that's stupid. It's naive because the opportunities, us working together or people uniting on this platform, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. He has personality, he has charisma, but it's just his greed. That's what destroys people. Their greed. They're just so shallow and look for now. I'm a visionary. I look for the long run, the overhaul, the long play, building a relationship where everybody makes something and we continue to grow and build. But everybody's different. Dom, is it true when Maddie got back from New York, there was a little lotion and the man shot missing? Okay. You know what?
That's intelligence, guys.
Watch
Show
this.
your intelligence.
Another person removed. Gone.
Show your
That's all.
intelligence.
I'll remove every damn body real quick. Dom, love your interviews, bro. You're honest. Thank you. Oh, Singapore in the house. Oh, shoot. We hit that. Sorry about that. They're keyboard warriors with no future. They would get knocked out in the real life. Listen, any man, again, you have something against me, say it about me. When you bring in a woman in, like, wow, that makes you feel good. So it's just ridiculous. It's disgusting, really. Hello to all you wifey. Dom, do you know little Angelo? He is Carmine Prisco's son-in-law. No, he runs the feet. No, I don't think I know Angelo. Not sure. Not sure. I could. There's a possibility. Maddie, don't listen to these people. They're so jealous of you. And Dominic, it's not funny. No, I know. I know that, but it's ridiculous. It
But
really.
but it's
She takes her time out to come here to help me out, so we can move things along. And you have these simple people, simple-minded trolls that just have nothing better to do. Where if you say boo to them, they'd run. They'd go call the cops right away or start running real fast. And I don't want it to be like that, folks. I really don't. Those days are over with. So you just have scum in this earth. It's really, if you don't like somebody, state it. Say what you want about me. I'm okay. But I guess it is what it is. So we'll move on though. Did you hear that a podcast said when Ace comes home, he's looking to be the boss for boss? Listen, when Ace comes home, Ace better just stay to himself, stay away from everybody. He has an open invitation. I'll be there for him if he needs help. He won't, because he's so, I would say, gabados, thick-headed in the life. He's for the life. And, it's sad. He can't see past that. And he has to realize they're not his friends. They're not his brothers. They're just going to use him up and spit him out. But to each his own. That's his decision. He's a big boy.
Thank you, Danny, for your comment. I appreciate that. Hello, world. Dominic, who did Joe Messino hurt? Just you, Vinny, Ace. Thanks, Dom. Answer your DM, brother. Been messaging you for months, brother. Hi, Maddie.
Well, you can't be for months that I didn't answer, because I just answered probably about a week ago all the DMs. I know I'm running behind. I'll get to it probably tomorrow morning. It's just hard putting everything together, running businesses, but I apologize for that, and we'll get to them all.
Mr. 40 Scratch, have you ever seen Sons of Scarface, Geraldo's show from '87 in the summer on YouTube now?
Sons of Scarface? No. Did you hear that podcast? I have no idea what podcast.
Giuseppe Gambino, when mob guys do write-ups on correctional officers in jail, do you consider that being a rap?
When mob guys
do write-ups on correctional officers in jail, do you consider that being a rap?
You know what? That's a really good question. You know what? That is a rat move. And that's a good question. That's a rat move, yes. But sometimes it's necessary. Like, you have no other recourse when you're in prison other than to do a write-up if somebody's harassing you or looking to set you up with the cops. You have some dirty cops. But yeah, you know what? It is a rat move. It is a rat move. And to even be more transparent, maybe even back in the day, I might have wrote a cop up, a corrections officer, for harassment or something. So, and I'm just keeping it real. I didn't have to share that with anybody. But like I said, I have plenty of skeletons in my closet, so a lot of other people, and it is what it is, and that's it. Whether it's right, wrong, and different, I'll state it. But at that time, I didn't think it was a rat move. But if you really look at it, yeah, I would have to say it is a rat move. So, and I might have done it on an occasion. So,
God's Hour. Dom, let me do the graphic designs for your merchandise for your T-shirts. I do amazing designs. That'd be cool.
okay, yeah, please hit me up. Email me, Dominic DOMMINICK Sicali @gmail.com. CJ, thank you for your contribution. How you feel about Joey buying bikes and turkeys for the less fortunate and getting jobs for veterans? Do you still think Gene's a good kid and not Joey? You know what? It's nice of Joey to do that. But I just don't want these young kids out there that are idolizing him, thinking he's like in the movie New Jack City, that they start idolizing them because Joey's giving out turkeys, bikes, clothes, money, whatever he gives to the less fortunate, especially the kids. I don't want them being influenced because that's how it starts. They come into the mob. So Joey should start sending the message, kids, stay away from the life. That would go a long way. So I know Lil Scruffy's listening, so he should tell Joey, good move with all the stuff you're doing, but also give a message to the kids, stay out of the streets. Stay out of the streets, go to school, do the right thing. That's the message he should be giving. But it's a nice gesture what he's doing. Can't say it's not. Maddie and Dom, don't give any negativity any airtime. F cares what you think. Bless you guys. Thank you for that, Randy.
Sam the Man, Dom Boy, what's up, partner? You are my favorite rat for what it is worth.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So hit subscribe then. Hit subscribe. Get my subscribe base up. And you know what, folks? I got to thank everybody. I noticed, I think yesterday I got 48 subscribers or the day before. Thank you. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. So people are listening, but thank you. You know what? So I have two little ears and a tail. That's all right. As long as my tail don't get chopped off, I'm good to go.
So Dutchman, good afternoon, Dominic. Great show. Did you know Claudio Capingrio or Joe O'Kane? Congratulations on turning your life around. All the best for you.
Thank you, Claudio. The name sounds familiar. It sounds really familiar. It'll take a while.
Yeah, or Joe O'Kane.
The name sounds familiar. Hi, Lynn. How are you today? Hope you're doing well.
Sean, Upper Peninsula in the house, keeping up with all the stories.
Thank you. Dom, would you feel better about what you did if Vinny would have taken what they offered him? If Vinny takes the plea, what they offered him, we all wrap up our cases. And I guarantee you, I wouldn't have got $3,500 for Michael Mancuso. I would have got about $100,000 for Christmas from Michael Mancuso, knowing that we're coming home. So, but hindsight's everything. Hey, Guy, what's up? Joey ain't buying nothing. He's doing a GoFundMe page. Wow. LOL. He will steal half the money to gamble. LOL. Guy, you know what? I don't want to knock what he's doing. That's for sure, because it's still nice. But yeah, to do a GoFundMe, yeah, he made it sound like it was him. But you know what? At least he's trying. Whatever happens, happens. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I respect yours. But I think it's still a good gesture he's trying to do. And yeah, I wasn't aware of the GoFundMe page. That's for sure.
Do you know anyone from Buffalo, New York? Any family from Buffalo, New York?
Yeah, Joe Rossi. I don't know if he's still alive. We used to have fun with him. But Jared, is it Jared? I think. How come nobody's answering my questions? I don't see your questions. So, Buffalo, New York. We used to make jokes with Joe Rossi. When you shoot people, you have a rifle with a scope, because it's country. It's all the way upstate New York. But he was a great guy, funny guy. He used to play Scrabble with a Jewish fellow, and I forgot the guy's name. The guy had big money selling drugs, I think in Miami. We were in Talladega together, and they would play Scrabble. When I tell you Scrabble is like a quiet game, you're playing, it's words, putting them together. Joe would get up yelling at him, and they would go back and forth. I'm like they wanted to kill each other over a Scrabble game. I was like, oh my Lord. It was funny. It was funny. You had to be there.
Michael Brooks, the Cali, what's up, OG? Peace from Philly. Gotta be honest, I'm Team JM because I've known him since I was a kid, but I enjoy your show and I can tell you're an alpha, not a pushover.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you saw my shows. I was at the Kentuck Halfway House in Center City. Love Philly. The food is hands down. The Italian restaurants there, people there. I love the city. I really did. And you know what? That's okay. I don't dislike Joey. I really don't. He has a lot of charisma, and I guess if I never ratted, who knows? But I just don't agree with what he's doing. But he's his own man. He can do whatever he wants. So give him kudos, and I also give him kudos for trying to help the kids. But he needs to send out the message to the kids: do not glamorize what I once was. Since he's no longer in the life, he should say that. Do not glamorize what I once was, what I stand for in my past. Kids, go to school, get an education, find a trade. That's the message Joey should be pushing out when he's giving out these bicycles. Not like in New Jack City. They're giving out turkeys, money to all the kids there, trying to recruit them in. Don't do that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Thank you, Michael Brooks, for your comment. Will said, Dom, would you feel better about what you did if Vinny would have taken what they offered him?
Oh, I read that.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. Dom, we're all going to pull together and make your subs soar. Oh, soar to sky. Thank you. You belong on the same level as Mikey Scars, Michael Franchese, 2 class acts. Thank you so much. I really take that as a high compliment because I sat down with both of them, and they are on another level, both men. They're very classy guys, and it's an honor to be considered on that level. They're truly classy guys. Thank you. Hey, Dom, can I take the man shot while on testosterone? I don't know, but what you do is, see, I did answer your question, but thank you anyway. Sometimes it goes by quick and we miss it. But go on to manshot.com, fill out your questionnaire, and when the doctor does the consult with you, ask him. He'll know. I'm not a doctor. I can't give out medical advice, but I could tell you he knows his stuff. The guy's well-versed with men's health, everything, even women as well. The anatomy, he really knows it. So he knows his stuff.
So Jared's asking, how's Big Jimmy
McManus? I guess all right. I haven't spoken to him in many years. Jimmy, if you're listening, call me, hit me up, or go screw yourself, whichever you want to do. Nah, he knows I have a lot of love for him, and I know back in the day, he had a lot of love for me. We were thick as thieves, and he went at it with Michael Mancuso when I first got locked up too, standing up to him. Actually, he punked Michael down because of me. So that was a friend. I hope he's doing the best out there, and wish him well.
And Jared also asked, did you know little Anthony Sasafico lived in Staten Island, got killed going to work at the bus stop in the morning?
I think I heard something about that. Not too sure. That was a while back, if I'm not mistaken. Who else we have? Lynn, I would love to see all you ex-mob guys have a sit down. That would be the show of all. Oh, that would be great. I would love it. I'd love it. It would be entertaining, that's for sure.
Johnny Roof, Dom, it's all fun and games, but rank the top 3 Mafia podcasts in your opinion.
My opinion. I would have to say I like Mikey Scars. Franchise, but he's uh he's on a different level, so I'm going to keep him out of it. Because he has a big Christian base, he goes into a lot. I would say no, he's up there. I would say Franchise, Scars, and
Old time.
I'm trying to. I don't know. Those are my 2 favorites. I would say. You know what? I'm going to say this. I like A-Light too. There's some things I disagree with him, but I think he's up there as well. You know what? He comes out with a lot of good statements. Really good. I respect him, and I think he's up there as well. I gotta give it to A-Light. So, and again, there's a lot of things I disagree with him, but there's a lot of things I do agree, and he makes a lot of sense when he says things. And that's it. So I would say he's up there as well.
Michael Brooks said, I know when you were there at Kintalk, it was a lot of scumbags. Hope you don't judge us Philly based off of that joint.
No, I had a lot of, listen, I had a lot of good guys there. One of the guys I really like, and if he's listening, Fred Calamare, a black guy, great guy. Loved him. Good with his hands. I loved him. Really good guy. Joe Mecca. I don't know what happened to him. I think Johnny Gons was there too. And I did time with Johnny in Farrington. I think he got killed. There was a jeweler there, old time. There was a bunch of people. There was a good group there. And it was wild because you had the girls on one side, guys on the other. And you know the way Philly is, the cops in there, the people that oversaw the Kintalk, man, they come on at nighttime and it's a free-for-all. I remember I was sleeping one night and one of the girls, she's like, I'm going right in his bed. She told Fred, and it was just wild up there. It was wild. Especially, you have the cops that are from Center City, so they really just don't bother me. I'm going to sleep, and that was it. So it was a free-for-all in there. A lot of fun, that's for sure.
Amore 911 said, heard you were made in Yonkers?
No, it's actually made in Westchester, Scarsdale.
You mean
No, it was Scarsdale.
That's Westchester County.
I was made in Scarsdale. It was actually County. Anthony Donato's house. That's where I was straightened out.
Westchester County.
Okay, whatever. See, we have to deal with. Guys, listen, go to egvodka.com. Order your vodka today. I'm going to need a whole bottle after this show. But go to EG Vodka, order it today. If the link is up for the promo code, put in fluff. Order 6 bottles or more. Shipping's on me for the first 20 people that do so. Put fluff in. That's for all the haters out there, subscribers, even trolls. It's for everybody. So you know why? Why deprive yourself about the best vodka out there on the market? Try it. Trust me. You see, I don't bullshit. I don't play games. I don't mince words. You will not be disappointed. That's a guarantee. CJ, thank you for your contribution. Joey, Dom, and Scars, top 3 best content. Joey who? Am I missing Joey?
Oh, no.
Joey, Dom, and Scars.
But I have a question. Scarsdale, that's a really affluent town. Whose house or where were you made in Scarsdale? Was that a restaurant?
No, it was in Anthony Donato's house.
Oh, wow. Affluent area.
Vinny lived in Scarsdale too at one time.
Those are really affluent areas.
What, mob guys can't live in affluent areas? Now you're stereotyping.
I didn't say that.
Just because I don't have an education doesn't mean you made a statement. Dom, it's always fun and games, but if you and Franchise and Scars and Sammy, Joey, who's Joey, folks? Oh, Molino. Okay. and A-Light had to form a crew who would be boss and underboss. Well, I could tell you right now, it would not be Sammy. That's for damn sure. Because if Sammy had that position, we would all be dead. He'll take all our monies and kill us. I would say Scars. I would put Franchise up there as the boss. Scars is underboss. And put Sammy as an associate. That's for sure. Because we have to protect ourselves. Otherwise, we'll wind up dead. Anthony Alada, Bobby Luisi, Sammy, Scars, Franchise, Panisi, you, Dom, all made guys would get $1 million first show, and Cantarelli. Yeah, no, Richie, you know what? If you're out there, hit me up, DM me, email me, Dominic with a double M, DOMMICINICK, CICALE @gmail.com, or DM me on Instagram, Dominic Cicali or Mafia Roundtable. Definitely love to have him on. Richie's a sharp guy. I didn't agree with certain things he did out there, but he's a sharp guy, that's for sure. Can't take that away from him. Christopher Todd. All the rude ass comments have already been. Oh, it already drove me to drinking. I hope you're drinking EG. If you are, drink responsibly. You'll love it. Great vodka. Guys, let's see. Answer a few more. Dean, thank you for the contribution. Dom, thanks for the EG vodka. It's great with cranberry juice.
Yeah, I had it last night.
Maddie had that last night, she said. I'll be ordering a few bottles to give as Christmas presents. Dean, thank you so much. So since you said that, I'll reiterate, if you didn't hear, wait till the promo code goes up, put in fluff. Order 6 bottles or more, you have free shipping. Shipping's on me for the first 20 people. So hope you'll enjoy it, and that's it. People, I want to thank everybody. Let me see.
DM? They're asking, what's your DM, Jimmy?
Mafia Roundtable. Go to Mafia Roundtable or Dominic Cicali on Instagram. What was this one? I have a challenge. Do 3 shows in a row without mentioning Joey Molino's name. Okay, and I have a challenge for you. Matthew, I want to see your name. Go to egvodka.com, put in fluff, purchase 6 bottles. I'll pay for shipping. Once you do that, I'll do 5 shows without mentioning Joey Molino's name. How about that? I'll be looking to see if I see a Matthew on there that just purchased it. So,
Guy P, back in the day with Blue Thunder days, I used to drop off money at Vinny's house up there in Westchester County.
so you remember Vinny's house up there, Guy. He had a nice home. He built it. His wife and the kids, they missed the Bronx. So, well, the kids were really young. They missed the Bronx. So Vinny moved back down to the Bronx, sold the house to a doctor who loved the house, but he had that house custom built.
Jared said he spoke to Ace a few weeks ago.
Oh, how is Ace doing? I hope he's doing well. I heard he spoke to somebody else and they said he wasn't doing too good. He was nervous about coming home, which is understandable after doing 26 years, 27 years almost. And, he was pretty tapped out financially. So that just shows me his brothers, the crime family, when you're holding hands, we never break this chain of trust, loyalty. I'm glad they're helping them out. They're looking out for them. So it's disgusting. Guys, I want to thank everybody. Wish everybody the best. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be on live at probably 12 p.m., maybe 5. I don't know. I'll announce it in the morning. I have to see how my day is. Everybody have a great evening. Drink responsibly. And thank you for all the love and support out there. And remember, go to egvodka.com. When the promo code goes up, put in fluff. You order 6 bottles or more for the first 20 people. I'm paying for the shipping. All right. Peace out. Have a great day. Much love. Thank you.